Hello, tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play the Dark Queen of Krynn with me, BlueAnkylo. Took a little break after the last episode. This first dungeon we're in here, Draconian Cave, is off to a pretty rough start. But we'll see how things go. We've healed up a little bit by using the fix command, and we are continuing to explore the area. We do have the area map, which does give us a bit of an idea where secrets might be and where dead ends might be as well. Don't forget, I don't show it off very often, but it can help, and it works, I think, better in Dark Queen of Krynn than it did back in Death Knights or Champions. So if you don't have a GoldBox companion, you've got something to help you out. A group of villagers are chained to the far wall. They are exhausted and look like they've been beaten. Captain Daynor easily breaks the chains with his bare hands. The captain recognizes he's a level 30 paladin. The captain recognizes one of the villagers as the mayor of Kirgoth and anxiously asks him about Chrysia and the Draconians that are still at sea. We get ourselves a journal entry to start. Speaking of journal entries, we did look it up in the clue book. We're allowed to rest to restore spells at the entrance tile to the cave. So if we're having a really hard time, there is somewhere we can go to rest up. But if we rest in the excuse me. If we rest in the middle of the dungeon, we'll probably get interrupted. Also, this might be the longest journal entry we've ever had. Alright. Thank you, kind captains. Champions, even. Those monsters destroyed our beautiful town and then herded us on board a ship like cattle. They forced Alan, a great sailor, to steer the ship and to sail straight across the ocean. We told them there was nothing there, but they were mad. They were mad, but they were mad as well. Then they struck us and told us not to ask questions. While the monsters were busy fighting amongst themselves, Aolin steered the ship onto the rocks, hoping to give us a chance to escape. But fate was cruel. The ship did not sink immediately. The monsters were able to drag us ashore and into these accursed caves. As for Aolin, they rewarded his brave act by slitting his throat. He died a hero. These monsters speak freely in front of us. They constantly complain about not being able to complete their great journey to the other side of the world. They say the Dark Queen will be very displeased with them. I hope she strikes them all dead. As for that wench, Chrysia, I know her well, the traitor. They chose her from among us, and soon we saw her carrying and grooming the disgusting monsters. Now they allow her to move freely around, as if she were one of them. She deserves to be sent to the abyss, where she can spend eternity with her consorts. Oh, I don't think Daynor's gonna like that very much. Beep! Beep! Stop! Stop! What are you doing? I don't know. We need to turn the beeps off, guys. I don't know why it was doing. Please, no beep. That's enough beep. Captain Daynor angrily shakes his fist at the mayor. You liar, Chrysia would never aid these creatures. Believe what you will, replies the mayor. The mayor turns to you. Thanks to you, we must take leave of this wretched place. The village of Hoslin is nearby. We can seek shelter there. The villagers armed themselves with sticks and rocks, slain draconian weapons. They leave prepared to deal with any monsters that stand in their way. Yeah, the random level 1 villagers with discarded rocks and rubble are going to go fight off the Umber Hulks and Beholders in this cave. Yeah, good friggin' luck. We're like level 14 or something, and we can barely survive this place. They're all dead. Do we at least get bonus experience? Sheesh. What a rude dungeon. Alright. Should we be checking out the water that's seeping from the, Just figured that might be an event. I kind of thought that was going to be like a slime or a gelatinous cube or something that would eat us all. But turns out it was nothing. Okay, we have not traveled beyond this tile just yet. So let's save here. And continue on. You come across a party of Draconians guarding a cave passage. Chrysia is excitedly warning them about the intruders. Beep. She sees you and quickly makes a strange gesture in the air. A ball of fire leaps from her fingers and speeds towards you. Now, I've never tried to dispel magic a fireball. But we've got some dispels magics. Who will cast dispel magic? Thornum's certainly got a couple of those, right? Do it, Thor. Thornum dispels magic the fireball and it dissipates before hitting you. No fireballs. We are the master of fireballs. Magical tubers unite. Garcia escapes down the passage. Should just cast Hold Person on her while we're doing all this. One of the Aurochs shouts, "Slay them! We'll throw them to the monsters below." Yeah, you can dispel fireballs now, by the way. I hope you brought your own fireballs. You're gonna need some. Okay, so... there's some kind of mage back there. What do we got? We still got lots of DBPs. DBP go. Now I probably want to hit... I probably want to hit that mage primarily. If it doesn't hit all the Aurochs, I mean, that's whatever. But I want to cast it through the doorway so that it extends to the left and down. It might not hit... should hit everyone up to here. Like, this would be safe. It wouldn't hit our allies, but it would probably not... I don't think I could trust it to go through the wall. I don't know how walls interfere with targeting, to be honest. It's complicated. Big boom! 46 damage. Get out of here. Got him once. Well, apparently, whatever this is, either immune to fire or immune to magic. Great start, team. Great start. Well, we could stink this up a little bit thanks to this guy being here. We can target him. That should help out the front lines a bit. Dark Wizard. Casting magic. Huh. I mean, he shouldn't have a great line of sight on us at all. I'm gonna throw another fireball out, though. I'm not tired of fireballs yet. We'll see if this can even hit him. I don't know. He didn't take any damage from fireball last time. Wow, 67 damage. Whew. I am thinking kind of 2 fireballs per battle might be my goal right now for big fights. Just so we don't have to spend too much time you know, fighting through this nonsense. Okay, now what phase are these guys at? The one in the bottom left is in phase 3, or phase whatever it is. He's exploding. Nobody else is, though. Okay, that guy's probably exploding now. Yep. Thorinum misses. Dark Wizard casts haste. Oh, he's out of sight, out of range where we can't get to him, casting a good spell. That's pretty smart. Interesting to see the AI use spells like that. I don't think this will work, but you could try to dispel the haste. Maybe. The problem is we probably can't target any of them. Yeah. Can't even target the ground. might have worked. Maybe. Hard to say. We made the stinking cloud go away, which might not be very nice. I think there's not much Rob's going to be able to do to help. Just keep him out of the way. He helped a lot with the fireballs, right? Alright, that's another one dealt with. So if we can get a wall of preparing to explode, that would be probably the best here. So Tim... Oh. I thought that guy was... Well, now he's ready to explode. Oops. I should really just check here. Alright, so the guy on the left is exploding. Second left is exploding. Third is not. Fourth is exploding. And then above them it doesn't matter because we can't target them anyway. So we just need to hit that one. And then we need to get out of the way. Wait, why are you auto-battling, Aaron? I didn't tell you to auto-battle. I think because we're taking immolation damage, we're still not done. Yeah, there's one more form for the third one over. Hit him, and then get out of the way. That should be it. Beep. Okay, don't get back attack. That was silly last time. I'm pretty sure in Champions of Krynn, when we got them into the final mode, like the third, whatever, first phase, second phase, third phase, when we got to the third phase, they still chased you around back in Champions. It was kind of weird. They definitely got the mechanics working better by now in Dark Queen, I think. Well, he didn't get out of the way in time, but he's got a lot of HP. I mean, they're killing themselves, so that's got to be helpful. Come on, Aaron. You need to get your turn. Well, now he's got another enemy beside him. Better try to deal with that. These guys, the other two guys are going to explode now, of course. At least it's only one person taking the explosions, but still, it's not great. And you can't really help. All those magical weapons don't really help because we can't target invisible enemies. Now, is that... Yeah, the one to the left is now dead. It's just waiting to explode. Everything here is ready to explode. So we're going to send him now to go deal with that mage. Maybe make sure he's out of range of fireballs. Oh, mirror image? Nice. What? He starts with mirror image and flame shield? No wonder fireball didn't do anything. Aaron might be in a bit of trouble back there on his own. Good, you guys all blow up, get out of the way. I need to get past. Thor, I need you to go help out Aaron. He's, he might, take a bit of hits here. It's fine. Gonna send Captain Daynor, who has a ridiculous amount of HP. He'll be fine. Uh-oh. Oh, AI is bad targeting. Okay, Dark Wizards are really bad. Did you know that, guys? Oh, why did I do that? Mistakes. We're hitting him for 0 and taking 30, 40 damage back per hit. What are you supposed to do on these things? I mean, I know they got mirror image, so we gotta get rid of all the images, but, huh. Cheese strats begin. I wonder if I can... We're gonna have to pull out some of the big spells, some smart spell casting now. Okay, so the first strat is the cheese strat. No more magic out of this punk. It didn't work. I cast silence on myself and it didn't even work. He's got 1 HP. We have hit him. Oh, there. Now he's dispelled. I specifically did not attack with Aaron because I didn't want to. Okay, Dark Wizards, man. They're... Yeah, that's great. That is wonderful. So that's a good strat. Just cast Fire Shield on yourself, Mirror Image, whatever buffs you need so you're hard to hit, and then just run away for, like, move into enemies' range, and then move out of their target so they hit you, and then kill themselves. Wow, alright, alright. 10,000 experience. Some garbage, I'm sure. He didn't even have any bracers. It's probably darts plus 20 or something nonsensical. I don't really have the inventory for it, so just leave it. It's fine. No. Well, the good news is we're at the point where death is only temporary, at least. So it's really nice that we've got these spells. Because otherwise, beep, we would be in trouble. So he's fine. He didn't even lose any, like, resurrection is your reset button. We don't need to use reset anymore. That was only in the games before we had resurrection. Oh, geesh. All right. Well, let's see what else we can run into. No. It's a small group. It's a small group. We'll just use a regular fireball. This should be fine. One is enough. No! Stop wasting those! Use your stupid sling, you... Well, all those fancy darts I bought are just getting wasted. I'm gonna have to turn up the display speed. I mean, it's important that we can read the dialogue, but this is like too slow for such a large fight. Like, this is not a big fight, but you know, the other ones. Alright, well at least that was a quick one. Encamp, alter, speed. Let's go to 4. I don't know, let's go to 3, see what happens. Maybe they... Yeah, we'll just start with 3, see if it's fast enough, and I can go to 2 or to 4, depending on what we need. Passage slopes down steeply. I don't want to go down. Sounds like a bad idea. The chamber is filled with filthy makeshift bunks. Rancid food and empty flasks of dwarf spirits are everywhere. Okay, well, it was just dead end anyway. Just like Aaron, huh? Dead end. I have a suspicion that the mage will be immune to arrows anyway. He'll have protection from normal missiles on him or something. The rotting, dismembered bodies of huge spiders litter the floor. Piercers plunge from the ceiling. Stalactites? They do no damage. They pierce you for nothing. Huh. We're gonna get killed by spiders any second. Come on. Ah, Tim, you got hit. I guess it's like a saving throw to dodge. A terrible stench chokes you. Best keep going. I don't like terrible stenches. Those stalactites have faces, by the way. Next time we walk through that trap, watch them as they fall down. Ah, huge boring beetles burst through the wall. They immediately spot you and attack. But are they really boring or just regular beetles? Okay, how strong are these? 23 HP. That's boring. It is a boring beetle. Well, just throw your stupid dart on auto battle. They're not that good. They just... I mean, maybe they've got like a stun touch or something. That would be interesting. But first impression, pretty boring. There we go. Using that sling properly now. Okay, well this fight, you know, that's much more manageable. Oh, well there you go, right? Now I feel like a strong adventurer. 300 experience. Enjoy! Don't spend it all in one place. Well, boring beetles might be low-level, low-challenge rating. Purple worms are not, and there's quite a few of them. So you guys know what purple worms do? Let's find out if the game can simulate that. 68 hit points. Yeah, it could be worse. Only 6 armor class. Alright, we're going to have non-mages delay their turn. And we're going to have mages open up with something. We could try hold monsters on them, but let's tried and true fireballs. Okay, Tim. How many can we hit? Probably just 5 in the middle. Yeah, they're not going to hit the guy on the top or the bottom right. Not all. We can get almost all of them, though. Well, 5 out of 7. That's not bad. Alright, halfway killed if they failed their save throw. They did not. Another fireball, please, Pixel. Oh, what a great start. Oh, well, instead of just getting swallowed, they just poison bite you, I guess, and then you're just dead. More fireballs! We need more fireballs! Everyone with fireball cast! Fire, fire, fire! This game is tough. Yeah. I should look some of these up in the monster manual just to show what they do. Like stats and stuff. See if we can kill these guys in the middle. This is 3 fireballs. Depending on saving throws. Oh, they're like 1 HP. You're so close. Beep. Well, it's a good thing we've got stuff like neutralized poison that you can't cast unless you're in camp. Okay. Survived 5 out of 6, you know. 8,000 experience, nothing too bad. Some gems and jewelry. Not great. Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing we memorized some of this stuff. Although, to be fair, the way to do it is probably just press the fix button. That shouldn't cost us a constitution point. He already lost that a long time ago. So, that'll just save me a lot of spell casting and recovery. And some of your time. So, a purple worm den, lovely. What was that? You walk around the slain purple worms, yeah. You hear a woman scream coming from the south. That's probably a trap. Everything's a trap. Trap, trap, trappity trap. Piercers smile as they plunge into you. Again. Though we generally dodge it. The chamber is filled with beholders. They float towards you menacingly. Oh, they're not gas clouds or whatever they call it. Well, Thornum, you ready for this one? Just a couple beholders. Nothing to worry about. Can't interrupt these guys. So yeah, beholders, you know, there's a reason why no one survives the first dungeon in Dark Queen. Yeah, the first dungeon. Well, there was a very small tutorial area that showed us how to fight 3 dragons. This is the first real dungeon for sure. Do we get a save state? No. Beep. Come on, baby. Aaron doesn't have anything that's gonna help. Well, technically some of these things give you saving throws, right? I forget which spell is which. Bless is Thaco. Protection from evil is AC versus evil, and maybe saving throws? I think prayer is saving throws, actually. I'll try. I mean, maybe we just get lucky. Come on, go. Nope. Aww. That would've been nice. No, stop! Stop! So, I don't know if you got to read all of those, but there was a disintegration, a death ray, some other ray, an energy ray. Stop, stop. You'd think a giant eyeball, you could blind it. So much for power words always hitting, huh? Well, all of this nonsense is not helping us at all. Whatever. Get over here. Hit him. Any other spells that won't work? What do you think? Could try turn one to stone. I know they... I'm pretty sure they can be turned to stone. Try it. Do they have the anti-magic auras? Probably. Oh, what did I move? Oh, what are you doing? I don't think this game is complicated enough to have anti-magic rays. It's possible, but I don't think they do that. It's just the game doesn't have quite that capacity. We can try disintegrate one more time. These spells never do anything. Finally find an enemy that you want to hit. Nothing works. You finally find something that you'd actually enjoy being able to nail with your fancy spells. I guess we just hit them? Is that all we have? I mean, spells don't seem to be working very well. Alright, let's just smack them. We're probably all dead. Oh, never mind. Their HP is not high enough. Okay, new plan. Don't mess around with magic. Just kill them with your swords. Easy. Piece of cake. 5,000. Some more money. But, you know, Thornum could have got disintegrated. We just didn't happen, you know. Ah, beholders. At least we have a lot of DPS. So many fighters with good magical weapons. Next time we run into any of these enemies, second encounter, I'll look them up in the monster manual. The first one, we have to just blindly fight them. But for second encounters, I'll look them up. Just for interest's sake. Just want us to be not slowed. That's all I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah, remains of slain beholders. Lovely. Some more boring beetles? Well. Not to use an old joke, but boring. And sadly, these fights don't even give us any experience, really, like 300 XP. Yeah, the fighters are doing pretty well. Alright. I wonder if that was supposed to be a random encounter rather than a set encounter like the Beholders. There's slain Beholders over here too, apparently. Enormous spiders. Well, there's only 4 of them. Here, let's try some magic that we haven't cast in a while. There you go. Cone of Cold is what I'm looking for. Should work reasonably on this kind of... It's just gonna hit all them. Ooh, big damage. Nice. It didn't even hit the one at the end of the cone? Stupid cones. Alright, Thor, deal with him. Okay. Those guys can't be too dangerous. Probably have poisonous bite, you know. Water from the ceiling. Sure, we've seen that before. This is a long, windy cave we found here. Hey, look, there's some Umber Hulks. Is there any more iconic D&D monsters for us to run into Something about this game, beepity beepity beep. I think it's when I tab out, I press Alt Tab, and like the game thinks I'm holding Alt down, but I'm not. So it's just beeping because it's mad at me. Alright, well, Umber Hulks, you know, they don't have a ton of HP. Eh. Let's just say hi with some Fireball. Nice. Nice, nice. Now these guys shouldn't be too bad. They have a, what, a blinding attack or something that's kind of annoying, but... They're definitely dangerous, like, early game, but we're pretty strong, I think, for this. For this kind of enemy, I think we'll be okay. Maybe they have a paralyzed attack, I forget. I forget. Is it the hug attack? I think bugbears are your huggers. Alright, they can like see in the dark and they can tunnel, and I think they've got some sort of blindness effect, or it's either stun or blind, but we can look it up the next time we find some. Alright, Umber Hulks, not as bad as Beholders. Certainly not as bad as Aurak Draconians. Looks like we're kind of heading towards the middle of a circle here, spiral. Maybe I should save it. You gag on the pungent reek of charred carrion. The passage ahead is choked with the scorched remains of what used to be Umber Hulks. You can barely squeeze by if you hold your breath. You hear a woman shout, "Get back! Get back! I warn you! You won't take me alive!" Captain Daynor peers ahead. Chrysia, is that you? An old woman steps forward wearing a cheap, gaudy necklace and waving a wand. Huh. She tells you her story. And of course you write it down. Erdegerd writes it down for us. The old woman's eyes light up. Oh, you aren't monsters, you're people! Oh, thank Paladine. I escaped from the monsters yesterday and fled into these lower caves, hoping to find a way out. But the Draconians pale in comparison to the monsters that fill these caverns. And I was afraid to go further. I found this wand and necklace on a body I stumbled on. With these, I was able to send many of those foul creatures back to the abyss. If the Draconians are no longer a threat, I'm sure I can find my way to the mouth of the cave. There is a small village not far from here, and I can take refuge there. Farewell, my friends. She turns to leave and adds, oh, here, why don't you take this? She takes off the necklace and hands it to you. Yeah, you look like you need this more than I do. The necklace might look cheap, but it can be real useful. Who's missing a necklace? And has a spare inventory slot. Tim, Pixel, Drow's got a spot for it. So it's almost certainly a necklace of missiles. And you get some bonus experience for saving the old lady. And that is the end of the spiral cave. Okay. She's probably a witch. Hanging down here with all these dead monsters. Probably just gathering reagents. Oh no, random encounter. Umber Hulks, I'll take any day over the stupid Orak Draconians, I'll say. I almost... Oh, there's the gaze attack. Yeah, that's the one that might be dangerous. Yeah, they go down quick enough, though. That's alright. Okay, they're not even worth all that much XP, really. You're pretty sure Mr. T can wear Knight? Well, I bet you he loses some armor class for wearing 8 necklaces. Has everyone ever tried to, like, you know, bite him? Has this giant spider ever attacked him? Is he very good at dodging spiders with his necklaces all jingle-jangling around? Okay. Probably should save now that we're done with that middle area. So we had the top left area that went down. There's like 3 open passages right now. Thanks to our auto map, it's much easier to see where we're going or where we've been. Spiders. So far, no problem with these guys. We could check what their THAC0 is, how dangerous they actually are. So these guys have a THAC0 of 11. So against our guys with like -9 AC, they're only going to hit us 1 out of 20 times. The enormous spiders shouldn't need to be worried about. They probably can poison, but they're actually not really a big threat. You find the burnt carcass of a newly slain spider. Chrysia must have passed this way. Alright, well that tells me all I need to know. Going the other way. Oltues lumber towards you, slumbering and drooling. These guys aren't that bad. There's a lot of them. Unless they're immune to fire, that would be fun. Oh, there's shambling mounds. Oh, yeah. All kinds of fun enemies in here. Let's see. Nah, they're not immune to fire. They're just monsters, like garbage monsters. We'll use 2 fireballs to save some time, but I'm not... this is not a very bad fight. Now, the shambling mounds have some special effects, I think. It's the additional graphics there, Schrumpf. Once you have video cards in your computers and VGA graphics and stuff, you can get away with a lot nicer looking sprites and stuff. Now, the biggest danger for Otyus, I believe, is they have quite a few attacks. These guys have, well, 2 attacks per turn at 2d10. And they can held or charge. No, that's something else. These shambling mounds, in case you forget, are resistant to fire and cold and immune to fire. They take half damage from everything. And they can engulf people. And they get larger if you cast electricity on them. So yeah, we're not going to do a lot of damage to shambling mounds. But at least the Otyus go down. Oh, there's a lot of them back there. Wow, didn't realize how many were all squished in the corner. It's kind of reminiscent of our Iron Golem battle. Alright, we should be okay here. Alright, bit tanky, but not too much on the damage. Ooh, there's your experience, though. Whew. That's worth more than an Iron Golem battle. Eh. Oh, fine. We'll just share it. Have some money, everybody. You find a pile of vaguely human bones picked clean. Ah. The monsters have been down here eating people for quite some time. Thornum speaks up. There are small human footprints here. I think the girl recently passed by heading north. But we saw the fire on the other side. Who do we trust, Thornum or Captain Diner? Blood and ooze cover the walls. Alright, Thornum, we're trusting you as a permanent party member. But if this turns out to be a trap that walks us into a gelatinous ooze, I'm gonna be mad. The body of a villager lies sprawled in a puddle of congealing blood. This is Otif, the innkeeper at last. My dear friend is truly free. A gust of ozone-laden air washes over you from ahead, bringing with it the rustle of wings and the clatter of heavy claws upon the stone. Ozone smell often follows lightning, if you have ever heard the connection or smelt the connection. But that's like the least dangerous thing we've run into in these dungeons, almost. Chrysia stands at the north edge of the chamber. A blue dragon rumbles to her. Go now with Zervanth. We will deal with these pesky interlopers. Go to the fleet, and we will meet you at the rendezvous on Taladas. Captain Danor's sister turns and flees to the north without a backward glance. We get some experience for it. Lightning crackles around the cavern as huge dragons descend upon you. Yeah, there's a few. So, 6 dragons. The 80 damage. The blue dragons are the most dangerous. So, Aaron, charge! I forgot to equip the Dragon Lance! No! Blue has failed! I thought I had it equipped because I used to. Oh, that's bad. That's bad news, bears! Kill him! That's a mighty fine fireball. One-shotting black dragons. That's some good stuff. Alright, Captain Daynor. Beep yourself. What you got? And we can cast this safely. Because the dragons are so big. Alright, let's run in there. We should be able to finish these off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least we're getting our saving throws. We're only taking half damage, but... Alright. There's a reason we have this foot lance. This awesome weapon. Of course, I've spread out my damage so that everything's almost dead, but not quite. Should have done that on the first turn. We would have saved ourselves a lot of damage. Ah, well. Don't forget your Dragon Lance, guys. It's pretty important. But if you're playing it without importing characters, you wouldn't have a Dragon Lance, so that's the legit experience, honestly, almost. Alright, less experience than a batch of Iron Golems. Kind of poor. Let's see if we can just fix up, yeah. So, she got away? By the sounds of it. Oh, this connects up. Might connect up? I don't know. It looks like Captain Daynor was wrong, and the route he said with the fireball was not correct. So if that's the way out, sorry, Captain Daynor, I know you're in a rush, but I want to finish exploring this. I don't know why I want to finish clearing this dungeon, but I'm gonna finish clearing this dungeon. Thanks. Thornum was the best tracker, as it turns out. Let's see what Captain Daynor was following. Because he wanted us to go this way. An old man is huddled in the corner, clutching his side. Sinsaland! And Daynor rushes to the man's side and kneels by him. We get ourselves another conversation. Thanks, Erdegerd, for writing these all down for us. The future tubers get to read them because of Erdegerd. Sensaland's final words. No one... We spent all our heal spells, I guess. Choking back tears, Daynor cradles the old man's head. Oh, Sensaland, my old friend, it's alright. It's almost over. Soon you'll be right back at town. Daynor, it gives me great pleasure to see your face again. But it is too late for me. I only have a few minutes left. Because if I stay in this cutscene and die, I'll be dead forever. Otif and I tried to escape, but we became lost in the labyrinth. I pray he has made it to freedom. Daynor, have you found Chrysia? The captain bows his head in grief. Yes, we found her. She's with them. Sensaland clutches his hand. Daynor, Chrysia is caught in a powerful charm. She will flee from you and fight on the side of evil. The old man begins to cough violently. He wipes the blood from his lips and continues. When you find her, you must break the spell or she'll be lost forever. The old man begins to cough again and then is still. His head slumps against Daynor's chest and the captain sobs silently, quietly. Daynor's gonna go Super Saiyan at this rate. Captain Daynor gently lays the old man's head on the ground. Come, we must find my sister, he says, wiping the tears from his eyes. Soon he'll be out of tears. Oh yeah, some giant spiders descend and attack. Also some little spiders. You think spiders have to breathe? Spiders probably need to breathe. Not super effective, but you know. Could be worse. Oh, that was a chance to get poisoned. I saw it. We resisted, but one of these times. We've killed enough that I think we'll be alright. Haha, stupid spider. Oh, Pixel saved against poison. Could have died. That's 2 poison attempts we've had. But our saving throws are much better than they used to be, so, you know. Now, I expect, like, the poison worms, they have, like, you save versus poison with a penalty on your roll kind of thing. Because it's extra strong. Whereas maybe enormous spiders aren't quite that bad. I like how the spiders go when you kill them. That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, clean that up. A huge spider web hangs here. The withered carcass of a draconian clings to it. Its empty eye sockets stare at you. Not creepy at all. I'm gonna find Shelob down here. Well, more spiders. Fair number. Still have some fireballs left. As the memes go, burn it with fire. Okay, Rob's running a little low on that kind of magic. We'll throw an ice storm down instead. Not bad. One of these days I'm going to accidentally cast a fireball on my party and everyone's going to be dead. We're going to be really sad. When I'm just targeting them quickly, you know, it's gonna fail one of these days. Almost killed them all before they got a single turn, so that worked out. Okay. Thanks, spiders. You've been a great audience. The floor is strewn with dead spiders, yeah. Little crispy ones from all the fireballs. Oh, this might just link up. Okay, so we've been here before. Nice little loop-de-loop. And that's just a dead end. Okay. Well, the only place we've not been is, I think, the top right, which is the exit. And then this side had a descending. Probably should save it soon. It's been a while. Boy, you're almost at the end of the episode again. Let's see if we can finish this map off before we clear the episode. There's garbage and filth everywhere, and some O2s. Fair number of them. couple more fireballs. We're certainly going through the fireballs quick now. But, like, what other spells would we want to use here? And I'll take suggestions. Are there any other better spells than more fireballs? Mostly cleared that group out. Alright. Ochu done. Ochu Shambling Mound battle done again. They are definitely worth a lot of experience, though, so I don't mind that fight. Some people are getting close to some more level ups, which is pretty sweet. More Ochus. I want to save that delayed blast fireball for what's assumedly the final battle on the way out. I think Ice Storm actually works. Oh, look at the stash here. There's so many. 10 damage Ice Storm, not amazing. Definitely using a couple fireballs. Although we are getting lower and lower on them. Oh, Cone of Cold would have been worked really well here from the front row. Should have cast Cone of Cold. That would have hit all of them, I think. If we're high enough level, it would have hit all of them, basically. For pretty good damage. More than 12. I could have cast Blade Barrier. I do have some other spells besides Fireball. Fireball is just effective. It doesn't work on Shambling Mounds, but against everything else. If you didn't use, like, AoE magic on these fights, oh, how long would we be stuck on this one fight, you know? Ow. Kill these punks. Stop letting Pixel get hit. Okay, we want Aaron down kind of closer to the action. Now, here we go. Yeah, we're going to try some Cone of Cold. From here. And I'm going to try to heal him up. So this is the furthest you can fire it, right? So we don't quite have the range to go all the way through the team. Like, if we had the higher levels, we could cast Cone of Cold all the way down to here, but this should work reasonably. 37 damage, save for half. Was not that impressive. What do we got? Cure critical runes. That's about the right kind of spell for now. There we go. Looking better. Alright. All healed up. Aaron goes up front. 4 left. Alright. I'm glad I had those fireballs, though, because, you know. 18,000 experience. Parts of O2's lie strewn about the trash. They're part of the trash they once so loved. And then just a dead end? Boo. So that might be it. So if this works, we may have finished this dungeon without ever having to, you know, restore spell charges via resting. Just a couple fixes to heal up quick, and other than that, pretty much done in here, I think. As we get surrounded by spiders again. Beep. Okay. Spider battle number 59. And only 2 level ups out of all that trouble so far. All the way around. I guess one thing I could check is on my clue book if I missed anything, but I don't think we did. We've done a pretty thorough job exploring this place, I would say. Nope, I did not do a thorough job. I missed all kinds of stuff. There is at least one item we missed. Aw, dang it. Because we'll never come back here again, probably. I'm assuming. Alright. Where's that tile? There's a tile I had to search. There's a tile I had to search. So I'm looking for 11. That's right where I just ended. Ah, I gotta go all the way back there again. So I got the shield +3 last episode. And the scroll. And then I got the wand, or the necklace, basically the same thing. But I did miss out on something probably worth going back to get. Alright, alright. Beep. Might just be faster to take this route, honestly. But we gotta go back to the top left, so I'm just gonna try to go fast. It's the O2 room. Well, I mean, I feel like if we're on search mode all the time, we just get more encounters. So unless there's something in the text that suggests we should be searching, I generally don't do that. So somewhere over here, you gotta search. You grope around the filth and dung until you find something in the slime. See, yeah. You get a little bit of money. And a bunch of stuff. So the guide says there was just a flail here. It lied. There's a bunch of stuff here. I'm glad I went back for it. Except I have no more space. Alright, good thing we have all that extra space. So what do you think we found there? The game expects you to search the poop? Yeah, clearly. Fix command finally failed me. 9 damage. Try this. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's try to speed this along. Episode's already over an hour. Here we are, just digging around the garbage. Okay. Well, you know, you got all experience. We could grind up like crazy. I just wanted to, like, fix quick. There we go. Easy, right? So what did we pick up? We picked up a cloak. Minus 14. Still minus 14. So it's probably a cloak of protection. Not particularly good at this exact second unless we can get a, Well, no, it can't be. Minus 12. I have no idea what this cloak is. Minus 11. Minus 11. Doesn't seem to be working. If it is AC, it doesn't seem to give it. Huh. Well, we'll have to get it ID'd because I'm not... Maybe it's just a regular cloak. Maybe it's not even magical after all this. It doesn't seem to affect your armor class one way or the other, so... Okay, that's one thing that's a mystery. Next thing is a flail. I gave it to Thor because he likes flails. And blunt weapons in general. I know he's got a Maze of Disruption, but, Thaco 4... Thaco 0. That is a flail plus 4, which is pretty good. Not good against large enemies. It's got this battle axe. Battle axe is two-handed. We probably should just get rid of it. Because we've got a two-handed sword plus 3, which is better. I figured it was kind of dwarfy, but inventory space is becoming a big, big problem. We have almost finished this dungeon, Thor. We just backtracked to find a little bit of treasure, that's all. And then I picked up one more thing. Somewhere. The shield here. Armor class minus 9. Armor class. So we had a plus 3 shield. This is just a regular shield. What? All this is just garbage. This is just all garbage. Maybe that's just a regular old cloak. It's not a cloak of displacement, it's a cloak of cloak. Alright, it's cloak of poop. Found it in the poop pile. Let's get out of here. At least we had a magical flail, right? Hopefully we can get out of here. We did fight some beholders. They cast Ray of Disintegration on you. You got really lucky, Thor. Yeah, all those dead beholders there. Okay, we almost made it out. Poison attack again there. They can only hit us on a D20. Like, they have to roll a 20. So, the fact that we keep getting hit is pretty annoying. They only get one attack per turn, even. XCOM odds, basically. Yeah, disintegration's instant death if you fail. In fact, not even dead, disintegrated. So, raised dead won't even save you at that point. I think resurrection would work, though. I haven't tested that out. The worst case is it might just destroy all your equipment, which is also a first edition rule, so... The chances are, if someone gets disintegrated, we're probably reloading. Because you probably lose the character, maybe permanently, and all of their gear. At least if they're loyal to the original rules, anyway. Pretty fun first dungeon, you know. Okay, I don't know if there's a big battle coming up, but this should be the end of our dungeon. You see the light. You stand at the exit from the cave. A large blue dragon is perched on the ledge above you. It bends down to allow a rider to climb on its back. Chrysia, Chrysia, wait! What are you doing? Quick, someone throw the dragon lance at it. I don't know if that would work. The young woman glares at you and mounts the dragon. The huge creature launches itself off the cliff and flies off towards the horizon. In a few seconds, it is only a speck. Captain Daner falls to his knees. Ah, I've lost her! I've lost my sister! There's a trail that leads back to the shore. You climb down to the beach and return to the Silver Shark. Silver Shark, not a pirate vessel. Captain Daner speaks. Oh, my crew! Chrysia has been charmed and is flying across the ocean. We must find her and end the draconian threat. Hoist the anchor! We set sail for the continent of Taladus. Bonus experience. Daner quickly writes a message and plucks a pigeon from a cage. He whispers something into its ear as the bird snatches the paper and flies off. He's a bird lover. My carrier will deliver the message to the general. She will know what to do. Sure. Just a random merchant captain, huh? My friends, would you like to rest? Yes. Well, thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you enjoyed. Time for a snooze. That was a tough first dungeon. Oh boy. Hopefully the next dungeons Oh, we're on a different map. That's why they just teleported us back to the Kragoff area. That's why the map looks weird. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next episode as we sail across the sea to the continent of Taladus. Introduction starter dungeon is complete, which is further than I've ever played on this game, because when I was young, that first dungeon killed me every time. I did not have a dragon lance, nor did I have quite as many fireballs, so pretty brutal. Alright folks, thanks for watching, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.